The government plans to offer orangutans as gifts to its palm oil trading partners, including China, India and the European Union, an announcement that has drawn criticism. Dr. Henry Chan from WWF-Malaysia weighs in on the effectiveness of the proposed program and outlines other ways Malaysia can demonstrate its commitment to orangutan conservation.
There are actually better ways to showcase our national commitment here to orangutan conservation. First of all is that orangutan are wildlife and they live in the forest, and therefore we should improve our forest management. And number two, over the last 30 years, some of these forests have been converted into palm oil plantations, and therefore we must enhance our commitment towards the sustainable production of palm oil. Now, when we combine these two strategies, the outcome is that there will be a positive impact on orangutan conservation in Malaysia. If the intention is to raise awareness on orangutan, Malaysia should promote orangutan conservation areas, not projects, beyond those shown for tourism. For example, in Sabah, there is this Bukit Beton that was once a marsh degraded forest. It has now been restored in the forest, and today Bukit Beton is home to the surrounding orangutans. In Sarawak, the Batai National Park and the adjacent forest is home to almost 2,000 orangutans. Another more impactful strategy is palm oil plantations should conserve orangutans in the habitat. In these, palm oil companies should manage wildlife within the plantations as part of the natural assets.
Looking at China's panda diplomacy, Henry suggested lessons that can be learned and applied in the Malaysian context.
China has prevented the extinction of panda in the wild since the 1960s, over the last 2 decades. And this is through protecting large areas for the panda and effectively managing them for conservation. So it is in this context that we find it hard to see how the few panda offspring born in the foreign zoos have contributed to the prevention of the extinction of panda in the wild. Now, nonetheless, we can learn from China's panda diplomacy. Our recipient countries would have very high maintenance costs to take care of their orangutan gifts if we were to follow China panda's diplomacy suit. So instead of sending out its gifts, we should invite our training partners and the media to come to see how we conserve our orangutan. And therefore, we should invite them to adopt and provide funding support to our orangutan conservation projects. This would create a whole range of benefits. Number one, we could increase our forest cover and restore degraded areas to enhance the integrity of the orangutan habitats. Number two, our local people would stand to benefit by being employed as orangutan stewards and forest restoration managers.